No, but it's like, but it's like, okay. Okay, so anyways, hello, Jaden.
Hi,
Why are you on our podcast again?
because you asked me to.
Oh, yeah,
or no,
that's right.
you told me to. It wasn't even asked. It's like, we're gonna do a podcast during D Block Study Hall.
In that case, is how this podcast formed a big meme.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so Jaden, as you may or may not know, you're basically like, I don't know, basically the person that creates like the entire robot of our team. Like,
I help.
yeah, you
Christian
help
helps.
sometimes.
So does QA.
Well,
But you're
QA does
basically
more.
But you're basically
engaged.
you're basically the lead guy,
Sure.
Can you describe to me like what you've done?
What I've done
in terms of from the start?
from the start. Well, I mean, we first started with brainstorming,
Yeah,
obviously.
Obviously, how'd that go?
That went all right. We threw a lot of ideas around and tried a lot of ideas before settling on ours. Ours is we're making a flag bot, and it's going to use a puncher. We've already had the puncher built. We're still trying to
One question.
perfect our intake.
What made you decide to go flatbot?
We felt that it was the most optimal with the current game strategy, I guess.
So you did no logical planning. You just were like, okay, this feels good, so let's do it.
Well, we did try a bunch of ideas. We did try making things that were focused on caps, but then
You did a ground flipper, right?
yeah, that didn't really work out for us. And then when you and I traveled with with our school's other team to Taipei and saw that flag bots were fairly dominant, and that was our current idea. We were like, okay, we have a good base and a form for a flag bot. We're gonna go to Taipei, and if we see that flag bots are doing well, I guess we'll just keep doing what we're doing. So that ended up happening. So we just kind of kept going with what we had.
So you're basically saying that if you go to like a tournament and then you see which type of robots are doing better, then you should follow it.
Not necessarily. I think we talked about this before, how this game has a lot of variety in what teams are doing
Yes.
in terms of their method of scoring. It's just like, because we started building a linear puncher well before we started going to that tournament.
And
And
we
then,
were initial plan to capture the linear puncher as like a one-shot thing, right?
yeah, that
Previously.
or no, we wanted to have kind of both, but eventually we felt that was too difficult to like try and to try to have two really good systems. So we decided just to go with one.
But you know how most of the top robots were like teams that could do both and simply adapt to the other team?
Yeah, we saw a lot of top teams that some of them could do both. A lot of them were focused more on one, but still could do both. And I guess being able to adapt is a good trait. But we just felt that continuing with our current idea and developing that instead of just going all over the place would be more valuable and have our robot turn out to be a lot better.
So what processes have you done to promote this idea of yours? Like, what kind of research have you done, or like?
Well, we obviously have to look at other robots, because
and learn from the designs. Like for I think that's where we first learned about how a flywheel exactly works and
yeah,
all intake systems.
we were for a time thinking about doing a flywheel when we saw a bunch in Taipei, and we took some pictures and asked about some design, and I guess we just decided against it. One, because we already had a linear puncher that basically worked, and it was just a lot of time and effort that we could instead be spending refining our current idea. And then yeah, that's about it. That's about all I have to say.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
And so we're saying that like just learning from other teams was enough for you to come up with the current design.
Yeah, seeing what other teams are doing is a pretty good idea, but if you have an original idea, then and it's actually good, you should definitely go for it, because there's some robot, like they did an early season reveal. I think you've seen this. I forget. They were a cap bot, and they had that intake that was like kind of a forklift that just moved, and it was like a passive cap flipper. And then when we went to Taipei, and I've seen other videos of reveals, lots of teams like to copy that,
But the problem with such meta playstyles is that they often don't rank as high as like the original ideas. Like a lot of the
Yeah.
robots there, like that were on top, had very unique or simply put, not the same design as other teams.
Yes, if you try to copy another team's design, you might be able to recreate it, but it won't be as good. Like,
But in some ways, if you don't know what you're doing, I think if you're like a beginning team, for instance, like us, then copying our team might be a great way to learn how they work, so that in the future you can apply this to your own designs.
true. I think you shouldn't copy someone's design like one-to-one, like a literal carbon copy. You should take elements that you think are good from each design and take them into consideration when you're building your own thing.
So don't just blindly copy.
Yeah, because then you won't really learn anything, right? And the whole point is to, learn how to build robots, right?
Is that really the case?
I mean, VEX is like, it's a school thing, right?
Yeah, duh. I mean, what household would buy a VEX kit and just have their kids work on it to go for competitions?
I mean, you could.
You could.
You
I mean,
technically
there is literal
can.
household kits that you can learn like how robotics works from.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's to learn how robotics works.
not make a competition ready robot and be prepared to either be schooled or school other competition or other competitors.
Yeah, I mean, the competition part is super fun, but that's like not the 100% main idea. It's a good part because obviously from competition you learn, but that's competition is not the main part, I guess.
So it's a learning procedure that's really interesting.
Yeah, VEX is a good learning procedure. It teaches more than just robotics.
Well, then what do you think you have learned? Like that's the most important from your experience takeaways.
What I have learned?
Yeah.
Well, teamwork, obviously. We have to work with our team. You have to know how to work with your team.
You never pull a forest ever,
Yeah, we'll talk about that one later.
or never, depending
never.
if forest does
Will that
get on
kid
the podcast.
will that kid ever be on here?
Probably
You
not.
can get him.
We could invite him.
But I think because he thinks that this is a meme, which is pretty accurate, but
Which
he
is
thinks it
very
a heavy
accurate.
meme.
It's a good meme. I like it. It's
It's
fun.
It's a joke and everything.
I mean, everything. You could argue that everything in life is a joke, right?
Everything in life is a meme because ideas spread. Ideas are a meme.
So
Ideas spread in our algorithm.
So are saying that because ideas are technically great technology, are saying technologies are a meme?
Everything is a meme. The
Vex
universe
is just
a
a
meme.
meme.
Life is a meme.
Let's talk about.
Memes.
Can I just bring up that VEX memes are kind of dry?
Sure.
VEX memes are a little dry. Not gonna.
What's the most fun Vex meme you've seen then? As in like
the most fun VEX
the
meme?
most fun one.
I don't remember.
Wasn't there a Christmas video that you showed me?
Oh yeah, I want an autonomous for Christmas. That one's good.
That one's good.
I like that one.
All I want.
Someone
for
took their time to
Christmas.
recompose the entire song
And sing it.
and sang it too, and upload it to YouTube.
It was good. I liked
it was
it.
good.
But there aren't very many good ones.
Not many good.
Isn't it
memes.
because like there's not a lot of things that you could joke about?
There's no material. There's no.
Well, why is that the
material.
case?
Well, because of the fact that maybe VEX is pretty like the VEX, like robotics and stuff, like really technical. You can't really meme it.
I mean, computer systems like programming is memeable, and that's pretty technical.
No. Except programmer humor tends to be people raging about bugs and stuff in their code. It's more about the people making it than the code itself.
Then why can't Vex memes be about Vex people
Because
raging about their bugs?
maybe because most of the time students don't make good memes.
I heard
Are you insulting kids?
Yes.
I heard FRC has good memes.
FRC always has.
FRC.
What's FRC?
What is FRC?
First robotics competition. It's like VEX for big boys,
So like
basically-
universities
No, you
Or
can
like-
still do it in high school.
or
It's
like-
just
big boys.
big. I mean, I think VEX makes parts that you can use in FRC. Like
Who look a walk on? Oh, never mind. He's gone. There goes June.
yeah, FRC. I asked Mr. Weinberg about FRC. Our school will probably not ever have a team
That's sad.
just because not enough people are
'Cause
interested.
even Vex is kind of like short members, I think. In
Yeah.
some ways.
I mean, we have enough people for 2 VEX teams.
But
That's
it's
not
like
bad.
it's kind of cutthroat, like 6 people per team.
Except right now,
Yeah, or
we're running really dry on members.
I know a lot of VEX teams operate like with few members. Like,
Wasn't there this team that was one person doing everything?
Oh yeah, at Worlds
Yeah.
last year, we were paired at one point with a one-man team who was really good actually.
Yeah, the robot was incredibly unique with pneumatic systems and like.
I mean, you can't argue with yourself.
True. You can't have
Efficiency is maximized, but productivity is minimized.
Because
True.
yay.
And a lot of I've talked to a couple teams and they say like 4 to 5 people on a team is pretty good, and I think
Yeah,
we're
4 sounds good.
around there as well. Because I mean, if you have like 10 people on a team,
That's
That's going to be
inefficiency.
chaotic.
that's-
Too many brains trying to do the same thing.
yeah, and you're just gonna not get anything done. You know.
Mhm.
It also the robot it's not that big. 18 inches sound like a lot, but it's really not.
It's really small. It's
So-
like a foot and a bit.
Yeah, if you have like 5 people trying to work on an 18-inch robot, I mean, a lot of robots are even smaller than that just because they feel like that's a good design
Also
choice.
compacting.
Yeah, you
too.
don't need to fill it up. with
Yeah, so
everything.
if you have a small robot and you have a bunch of people working on it and a bunch of people trying to code it at one time, it's just a
That's
disaster.
not going to work.
Yeah,
Also, a small robot has an advantage in that it's lighter, so it can go faster.
true.
Unless you make everything steel.
Sure,
Sure.
Sad. We have a lot of steel parts.
Way too many.
That's
I mean,
fine,
they
though,
work.
'cause heavier parts do mean there's like it's harder to push around.
That's true.
That's the
too.
counter advantage of being heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're light, you're faster, but then you can get knocked down.
Which is why for games like Starstruck, I think they use like really heavy robots because like you can't get pushed around.
BattleBots,
Really?
yeah.
Sorry, light robots.
Oh yeah, because Starstruck, there's the barrier in between.
Yeah, so you literally cannot push other teams. So most of the robots use light robot X drives.
Yeah.
I have no clue what you mean, but then BattleBots, you have to have a heavy robot.
We're not talking about battle
We're
bots.
We're
talking
not
about BattleBots.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Okay, the first thing we have
what's
to
the
do for
point
this
of-
game is we need to load up the balls and shoot at each other's robots. The first person that's the
first person for your robot to be absolutely wrecked loses.
I saw a video of like someone who recreated, Tombstone,
Oh,
that
yeah.
robot. They
Mhm.
made it out of VEX parts,
Oh my
Oh.
god.
and they had the blade, and it broke a freaking plate.
Oh, goodness. What was the blade made out of? Like,
It was
like
ju- it was a steel C channel,
Oh my
god.
like
Oh
one of
my
those
God.
Like-
5-hole wide ones,
Uh-huh.
I think. And they had it just spinning. It was crazy.
Oh, good.
We should do that. We
Would
should.
Mr. Weinberg
once at
approve?
May.
At
Maybe at May.
Yeah,
we
at
could,
the
like-
end of the season, we
Would
should.
Mr. Weinberg approve of this idea?
No.
No.
No. We do it while he's not watching. We do it silently, and then when he's not looking, we fight each of the robots. 7629 for the 7629G and the greatest battle ever.
762.
And we put it on the plaza so everyone can watch it.
Put it in the plaza, or do it when. Are we inviting like Ishmik and a couple other schools from
Yeah.
around the city
That's
to
when we show
to
it.
like a, to
That's
like
when
a
we make our-
scrimmage later?
That's what we make our BattleBot. We have 2 extra VEX kids. We make our BattleBots from all of those VEX kids.
We need to start a local scene for real.
Yeah, because
We
it's
do.
small.
Yeah,
Ishmik
There's
just
only one person
started.
that's promoting it, and that person's.
It's us.
No, there's only one
Actually,
person
it's
that's
June.
promoting
or
it, yeah.
June.
June's the only person actively promoting it right now.
Well,
Is he actively promoting it?
I don't
Well,
know.
Passively promoting by existing.
But
Yeah.
anyways.
Because we have to travel a lot for our
Yeah.
tournaments. Like but we have
Promotion is pretty difficult, I think, for
Yeah.
something like this.
because it's expensive. I mean, our next potential tournament is in
Worlds.
South Korea.
Worlds.
No, we have.
South Korea is an hour.
South
Yeah,
Korea
it's-
is not great right
I
now.
don't-
Not too many people are.
Yeah,
going.
Only 2
yeah.
people. are
Not many people have signed up because it's too
going.
expensive.
They already closed it.
Yeah, they closed it down because no one signed up because
Who were the 2 people that signed up? Hina and who?
Cut off the June part. Cut out the June part. He's gonna kill me if he hears it.
okay,
As in the the passive ad.
okay.
No, I said that.
No, just cut it out.
Why should I?
We
I'm
don't
not gonna
have to
get
bring
that
up
out.
June. We can bring up June another time.
June's not gonna
Yeah.
listen to this.
No.
I can always just
he
put
might.
in a anti-June meter, anti-June shield on this, not show to June. As you can see,
You know, okay, we can just edit like this.
Yeah,
This
just
this
edit
is
it.
this one's just going everywhere. So like,
But it's fun that way, I think.
future
Yeah.
me, cut this out. Future me, don't cut this out.
Future
I'm not
me-
gonna cut this
Future
out.
me, kill myself.
That's a bad idea.
sad.
Big sad.
They should do a robot versus human one. Actually, terminate that.
Ooh,
that
bird.
sounds- Bird?
Bird.
Birds.
Bird.
I like birds.
Me too.
Yeah, same.
Birds are cool.
They fly. They're
Oh.
they're free.
You know what would be really sick?
A flying Vex robot.
That would be cool, but that's not what I was gonna say.
Hey, you can have the Vex motors be part of the helicopter blades, and you could just have it go
How fast would you have to make that motor go?
pretty fast.
You
Also,
have to
gear it.
overclock
You have to gear the heck out of it too.
You're also gonna have to freaking overclock the motor just to get it
Yeah.
fast enough.
Yeah. If anyone can make
A flying Vex robot.
That'd be cool.
then
Wait.
cool.
Are you allowed to fly a robot in the Vex field?
Probably not.
I don't,
Is there a rule that says against it?
Probably
Probably not.
not.
You can hold onto a ball and you can just be like push.
Just push the flag.
Just push the flag.
Well, you can't touch the flag with your robot anyways.
No, but
No,
the
you just
ball,
use
the ball
hold the
is touch pushing.
Just
it.
hold the preload in front of you and just push. When someone puts a cap on, just like
No.
fly.
And you know the poles that hold the caps. You can just grab it and just flip it
Yeah.
in front of everyone else.
Yeah, but then how would you control it?
It'd be pretty
I don't know.
interesting. I always
Yeah,
suppose.
how like you'd have to have two buttons just dedicated to up and down,
And you
I mean,
have
you're
a
gonna
button that constantly rotates the blades.
or just have it do it automatically.
Yeah, just
How
have
fast
it.
would that drain power?
The battery we have to charge the battery
you
every
would have
time.
to constantly. You'd have to constantly have like 5 batteries on standby.
No,
Yeah.
we have to have 3 batteries on the robot itself.
Well, they
At
only
that
allow.
point, it's too heavy to fly.
At that point, it's too heavy to fly.
Dude,
Yeah.
the wall. I think we have to switch to Vex ER if that's the case, because the new
New motors.
V5 servo is like super heavy.
Yeah, they're massive. The motors, and the brain.
But you know what the best part of having a flying robot is?
What?
You can literally drop balls onto enemy robots. Bombs.
It's like, oh hi there.
I think that's probably illegal. That
No,
part
no.
is illegal.
That part is
But you need to realize that as long as the motor you don't intentionally let go of the ball and just,
Imagine if Vex creates a new drone system,
oh my god.
That'd be cool.
like
That'd
modular,
be cool.
like
That
Vex
would be
except for
cool.
drones.
But I think that'll cost a lot.
That would-
because regular
that would-
drones already cost
a
like,
lot.
a lot.
except cheap drones.
I mean, you can.
Like they
make,
give you,
That's going to make Vex more of a pay-to-win game.
You
yeah,
can.
true.
You can make
Except-
your own like Arduino drones.
Arduino.
Arduino
I mean, like, yeah,
drones.
except like if Vex does somehow create a separate drone system,
Yeah.
Vex drones or something, they'd have to keep it separate from normal Vex.
They have to market it too.
hmm
Aren't like you know how Vex like all their parts are green?
Mhm.
Aren't they changing it to red with V5 and stuff?
I mean,
Like
V5
the-
was mostly
like the
red.
gears and-
V5 was mostly red.
Yeah, but like even the gears and the wheels are red now. But we don't have them.
Not yet.
There's only one meaning to all of this.
What?
Communism.
Perfect
Or you
for,
know, or
for
you
what
know.
country that we're in.
Jedi to Sith. Jedi to Sith. Green lightsaber
I'm
to
just
red
kidding.
lightsaber.
Oh my god.
Or-
so, this
yeah,
is actually just, so this is actually just Star Wars.
It's Star Wars or communism, okay? We can go from capitalist back to communism, okay?
So are you saying that Leon Trotsky was a Jedi?
Yes.
Huh. This has taken a quite the
different
turn. We should paint our robot. That would be cool.
I mean, you have to do that, right?
Paint
Yes.
it gold. Paint everything gold.
They look so some like
No.
robot
Paint
paint jobs look
everything
so
pink.
cool.
With
Bright
Vanta
pink.
black.
Vanta black.
Do you know how expensive it's gonna be just to coat everything?
Actually, no. I have the best idea. Paint the robot the same color as the ground, so it's camouflaged.
Ooh.
You mean paint it gray, except it'll stick out on
Painted
blue and red,
gray.
So it'll camouflaged.
or create a metamaterial that just shows whatever is underneath the robot.
So basically, make it out of glass.
basically,
That's I don't think
glass
you can do that.
motors, glass
only one
wires,
problem with
glass
that.
gears.
If any robot rams into it, just
It
smashes.
shatters. It shatters.
But on the bright side, the Spectrum will also get destroyed, utterly destroyed. So make like 20 copies of it and just disable 19 robots in the entire competition.
Oh goodness.
Illegal.
Oh, illegal. Cast a Vex. Use a Vex piece as a cast for glass. Create
Yes.
your own. Create your own glass Vex robot with Vex approved glass.
Vex. That
Vex certified.
Vex certified glass.
Vex certified. Everything is Vex certified.
Technically, even our air that we breathe are Vex certified.
Vex
So we have to pay
certified
Vex
air.
like royalty fees.
Mhm.
Royalty fees for the.
Well,
air
I
we
mean, we're
breathe.
not licensing them anything.
That's true.
We're just mentioning them in this because it's just related to what we're talking about.
Fair enough.
They get no royalties because I'm not putting ads on this. They can't get any money.
There are no ads on everything we do anyway.
I mean, I could put ads, but then
Don't do
but
it.
then we'd
I'll
also,
murder you on your sleep.
yeah, I mean, what ads? What ads would we hate? What
Ads.
What ads would we get catered with?
No. Here's the best question.
We can.
Who will want to put ads on this?
Yeah, exactly.
We can. I don't know.
Imagine if this gets big enough, we get sponsors.
Nah.
No way.
No way.
No way. This is a meme.
No way.
This will remain a meme.
Who's
Once it gets capitalized, that's when it goes terrible.
If you can have any company ever sponsor our VEX team, what would it be? Any company.
Hey,
Doesn't June have this Bitcoin company?
Yeah,
June has a Bitcoin company?
yeah, he shared it on his Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, he has a what was it?
It's
Blockchain thing.
a blockchain thing. It's still in the early phases. It's still in the early phases. But
Except he
it's pretty
got mentioned in like a really big Korean newspaper.
So
Really?
Yeah.
so
That's cool.
Yeah, that's
So-
super cool.
He's
He's probably gonna major in like business or something.
Yeah.
he said major computer science. Surprised?
No,
I'm not surprised either.
no,
Not really surprised
I mean,
either.
yeah,
I mean, it's a big money making.
very big money.
Very
Yeah.
big money.
Until all of our jobs get taken over by robots.
Or Singularity.
Yep. Terminator, here we come.
Well,
T100s.
T100s.
It's only been 20 minutes.
that's a long time.
It's not that long
yeah.
time.
No one will watch it for 20 minutes.
I mean, we've been talking about dumb stuff since like
Hey.
probably 15.
It's good background noise.
It's very good background noise. I put podcasts to work, and I might just use it as background noise.
Listen to us talk about random things
For 20 minutes.
Probably
Oh,
actually.
I don't know who would ever do that.
So
Sometime,
I would not
sometime
listen
me
to
later
this.
in the future. Supercut all of our things in one video.
And
Every single
upload as
podcast
1 year
we're-
anniversary.
1 year anniversary. When was this created? Let's see here. Last year, around December.
Max won't be here.
Max
He's gonna
wants to be
graduate.
here.
No,
He's
but I'll
going
probably stop
back.
by winter break and summer break.
Oh
so
yeah,
we can
if
record,
when
like,
when
20
you
minutes.
visit, we'll record an episode.
We'll
with you.
record a special anniversary. And then
The
he
return of
graduates,
Max.
then I graduate, and then we somehow all meet together or something.
And then your future disciples will become the new
Disciples.
owners of this weird.
Disciples. It's still labeled Max's Monday podcast.
Even-
Despite the fact that Max isn't here, we're gonna read like episode like 200 or something very like 200.
And everyone's gonna be like, "Where's this Max character?"
Where's this Max person? Unless we find another Max and like that's
and then you guys are automatically like, "We need to recruit him, no matter
It's like-
what."
you. I pray to God you are a nerd. Pray to God you like robots. Host this in case Max disappears.
Hold.
Host this because
Max's
Max
Monday.
will disappear.
Or here's the best option: Jaden, change your name to Max.
Legally named, change your name.
Legally change. Let's all legally change everyone's name on the team to Max.
So now we have Max Kim, Max Mecham, Max Doan,
Max Lay,
Max Lay.
2 Max Lays,
2 Max Lays.
Max Jung.
Max Young. Let's see here. What's Sejun's last name? Probably Kim as well.
I think it is Kim.
too. Whatever had Kyoe's last name. Actually,
Lay.
Max like first 3
It's-
Lays.
Oh, so we have 3
3
Max
Max Lays.
Nice.
Who else? Let's see.
Max Ty.
Max Ty.
Max Ty. 2 Max Ties.
2 Max Ties.
Do I also count the other team?
Count
as
the
well?
other team. Now we get a Max Sekinet, a
Max
Max
Keller.
Keller, Max Wing. 2 Max Wings. Actually, Tom is like his last name is Le, so it's like another Le too.
So we have 4 Max Lays.
Practically. Whatever heck Cheyenne's last name is.
Hey, Max Lay. 6 people will turn your
Like,
eyes.
huh?
and
Yeah.
Max Weinberg.
Max Weinberg.
Max Weinberg.
Max Weinberg.
Max Richardson.
Oh,
Oh my Hello, June.
Hi, June.
What did I just hear, guys? You heard the
goal
against
Max
Weinberg.
In order to keep Max's Monday podcast alive with at least 1 Max, everyone legally changes their first name to Max. We should do that as a prank.
Yeah.
Change our We should name our
Robot Max.
We should.
And have the robot rolling around while you guys are talking the next future episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
No. You know, like those robot voices.
Uh-huh.
Have one as a special guest. Have someone in the background just typing.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
It's like I am. Oh my goodness! You know, it'd be a better April. No, you would be a really good joke episode.
No, we can't. We can't tell what our joke episode is.
Our joke episode
No,
is not.
no,
our
no,
joke episode
no.
is not recording an episode that week.
Wow,
our,
so
joke episode,
fun.
our joke episode is this. This is actually top secret, and this is going to be revealed April Fools. Bleep, 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 bleep,
Morse code. Everything is Morse code.
No. Bleep.
Oh, we censor everything.
Yeah, we censor everything.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
This is Vietnam. We
China
censor, we
got
censor
us.
everything.
China got us. Well, where is the spirit of Mao Zedong? We are not sorry.
Where's Karl Marx?
Where's Marx too? Or Stalin, Lenin,
No, Stalin's the most
Stalin-
important
Stalin-
one. 'Cause he
Stalin.
technically started the censorship idea.
China,
Yeah. Oh well.
China's.
China.
You can't stop the China.
Chimichangas.
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 Chimichangas,
Chimichangas.
except instead of Mexican.
They're
food,
Chinese.
it's Chinese
rip-offs.
Chimichinas.
And then we go all go to La Fiesta. Like they have a new thing on the menu. What the heck is a chimichina?
A chimichina.
Where instead of your regular insides, it's Chinese noodles and that's inside.
Ew.
It's a deep fried burrito, except instead of Mexican and stuff like beans and rice and like good Mexican stuff, it's all Chinese.
Noodles.
It's all Chinese. It's like Chinese. You get noodles, you get stir fry, you got
Even dumplings.
dumplings somehow stuffed in there.
So basically you roast dumplings twice.
Yep.
Wow.
You roast the dumpling and then you put it inside the chimichina.
What
and then you
sauce
roast it
would you
again.
eat with that? Like wait, what would you
Hoisin
put?
sauce.
Sichuan.
Sichuan sauce.
Oh my goodness! I now wonder what Chinese Mexican fusion food tastes like now.
It'll probably taste like all hail spiciness.
I'll have spicy.
You know, I had Korean and Mexican fusion.
How'd
that go?
It was good, actually. There was there was tacos and there was like meat inside, obviously, and there's also like kimchi.
I mean,
and things
Korean
like
and Mexican actually goes really well together.
Yeah,
'cause
it
they're
was
both
actually-
are pretty spicy.
But
and
yeah, it's
heavily
delicious.
spiced.
Guys, do you know what the best fusion is?
Hmm.
Hydrogen fusion.
You know what that means? We get power and nukes and bombs and electricity.
That was not what I was going for, but okay, sure.
that. We can discuss that next time.
Probably.
Also, Jaden, to close off, I'd like to ask you one final question.
Okay, one final question.
What do you hope to have a robot be build? Like, what do you hope to build on a robot in the future?
Just our robot.
Yeah.
That can score all the flags.
And
That's
how'd you pull
priority
that off?
number one.
How'd you pull that off?
Well,
Well,
that's
we-
another question, Mac. You can't have to. Yeah.
We currently have a puncher. I already mentioned that
We
previously.
also have an intake we're currently building.
Yeah, our intake. We're
We
working on
we-
it.
I mean, isn't it like we just need to gear everything?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Gear
It was
everything and rubber
Just figure
band it.
everything.
because previously we had the ball moving straight up our intake,
That didn't work.
and it wasn't working very well. So now we're moving it up like an incline,
A
just
ramp.
so it's easier.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically it.
Fair enough.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
So, what process do you think you need to do? Like, would you have to do you feel you need to do a lot more like experimentation, like trial and error, or would you have to do some research on that, or like looking at other robots?
We've
or-
done a lot of trial and error. We're just kind of bringing it all together now.
and just putting everything together and see if it works or not.
Yeah, pretty
Cool.
much.
So it's just trial. So it's just like trial and error. You learn like this works, this doesn't work, and then from that you were like, let's do this.
Yes.
I mean, if you're to think about it, every field of everything is trial and error.
Uh-huh.
That's what they say. Fail early, fail often.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that Mr. Weinberg's famous saying?
Maybe.
Possibly. He could have ripped it off from the internet.
Yeah, he might have.
Well, we could end it
is-
now. We
Well-
could also end this on a nice clean 30.
No,
Well,
we need to edit it down. It's way too long.
I
No,
mean,
no,
I
no,
had to
it's-
edit like a nice chunk of like maybe
I know.
20 seconds.
there's a lot of contraband stuff in here, like the June mentions or the
You just mentioned June again.
No.
I
Oh
don't
no,
care.
I mentioned him again.
Okay.
we must contraband for the rest of this episode.
Okay. Very nice.
I still think I need a working title for this now.
Uh-huh.
I know. Well,
Well,
thank you for listening to another episode of Max and Money Podcast. This was your host, Max Kim, and I will see you next week.
Hey, you forgot your co-host.
And you too. And Christian Doan too next week.
Christian
I got-
Doan.
I got promoted.
And at some point in the future, you'll hear Jaden's beautiful voice one more time.
Yay.
Thank you.
And possibly for future episodes too.
Thank you.
Bye.